Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network. We were just having a conversation, Dana. This is what I said yesterday, is yes, there is some reporting that these, surrogates for Trump could be subpoenaed because they're clearly violating this, at least the spirit of the gag order. Clearly, and a reporter saw Trump making notes on their comments. So he clearly was pissed that no one was coming. He ordered them to come. And he's talking. They're all saying the same thing. They're all using
shifty shift.
Yeah.
Attacking the judge's daughter.
Shift.
Yeah. I mean, they're all saying, and so I would think that yes, it's violating the gag order. So we'll see. I'm like, okay, you get subpoenaed. You got to, if you want to lie under oath for Trump, then you can go to prison with him, right? I mean,
absolutely. I also think it's absurd that Trump's not smart enough to change the language he uses.
I know.
Like if Lauren Boebert is tweeting out shifty shift, you think she made that up? We know exactly where that's coming from.
Oh my God. I know. And they're all saying the exact same thing, variations of his stupid, repetitive 5-word vocabulary. But you also were saying how great Michael Cohen's doing. And that's what all the legal analysts are saying is A, he's a lawyer. B, he knows what he's doing. And C, by all accounts, this Todd Blanche is just bombing because he has a ridiculous client with a ridiculous defense giving him ridiculous instructions, probably, right?
I'm assuming that's the case. This guy obviously passed the bar, so he has to have some sense of intelligence and he knows the law. But when your client is a moron, that makes you look like a moron. If if they're directing you to ask questions in a certain way, or but Cohen is, listen, I can't tell if I'm a fan or not. Like, I know he did some bad things. I believe in redemption. He is too good to be caught. And meaning when Blanche tries to get him and twist it, get him to say something, Cohen sidesteps it every time because he knows not to answer these questions the way they're being pitched to him.
Plus
it's just
the prosecution, I think, has done an amazing job. Just the case has already been made with documents and audio
testimony.
And, it's corroborated, and all these other witnesses that are Trump, the Hope Hicks, David Pecker, these are Trump loyalists have already made the case and corroborated everything Michael Cohen has said. And everything's out there. It's not like they can do, gotcha, you lied. Like, we know that. He's admitted 1,000 times already he lied for Donald Trump, right?
And all of this stuff of how much money have you made since then? I'm like, your defendant is selling Bibles and tennis shoes.
And gold sneakers. Right? Yeah. And his mugshot. And is selling his mugshot. I mean,
so stop it with that line of questioning. Of course he's going to make money off of this. He ruined his family. He promised he would protect him. He did not protect him. I would take revenge too and make as much money as I possibly could off of this.
I think what he's looking for is a way around the gag order. I mean, what does he want them to do to prove themselves to him? Well, I'm not going to necessarily answer the question of what he wants them to do to prove themselves because I don't know. But what I am witnessing is that they have the ability to say the things that Donald Trump has been wanting to say, but has been basically struck down 10 times for saying.
And this is Philip Rines.
They know that they should go and they should attack, the prosecutor. They should attack the Georgia prosecutor. They should attack Jack Smith. They should raise some money. They should do this. They have to check all the boxes just to be even on par with everyone else. There's no downside. I mean, I think, jokes aside, Mike Johnson is the Speaker of the House. There was something, even in this day and age, where we have seen things really fall apart, including the fact that the former President of the United States is on trial for paying off an adult film star.
Yeah, one last one, Raines.
There's something about that was particularly unfortunate. He actually managed to make Kevin McCarthy's visit to Mar-a-Lago in 2017 look dignified, in the sense that it's one thing to make pilgrimages to Mar-a-Lago. It's another thing to go out in the steps of the Capitol and say that Donald Trump is being mistreated or persecuted. To go to New York, to go to this trial, I think it was just demeaning to Mike Johnson. And again, Mike Johnson is just the next iteration in some way of Michael Cohen.
Yeah. Oh, did we lose Dana?
She's coughing.
Oh, hi, Dana Goldberg.
Now she's back.
All right, now you're back. Okay.
You okay?
You okay?
Are you all right?
I mean, it's debatable. We have to, question where I started from.
Okay. All right. So you asked about violating the gag order. So it was New York Magazine's Andrew Rice spotted Trump editing remarks for at least, for the people, his surrogates. a federal prosecutor claimed prosecutors from Bragg's office has every right to subpoena the Republicans. He said on X, he said Trump not denying he's directing others to speak in ways that are violations of the gag order, which is a violation of the gag order. The judge, Justice Merchan, can order Trump to show cause why he should not be held in contempt. The DA can also request that subpoenas should go out to Scott, Vance, and Tuberville, but they think it would be a distracting circus. It could well be. That doesn't mean, though, it's less problematic than doing nothing. Direct evidence of contempt. The journalist Andrew Rice says that he literally saw over Trump's shoulder. Trump was editing remarks such as attacking Merchan's daughter for that his declared surrogates for the day. He thus has direct testimonial evidence of Trump violating the gag order. Dana, I'm tired of us just going, well, he commits so many crimes, so let's just let a bunch of them go.
I think it's absurd. I agree with you.
Right. I mean, because the other thing, there was a piece in USA Today. The part of this is really serious. First of all, Stormy Daniels' husband said they will likely leave the United States if Trump is not convicted. She wore a bulletproof vest to court and apparently was in tears the entire night before because she was terrified.
Rightfully so.
Well, his cult is dangerous, and I don't blame her at all. I can't imagine what I would do in this situation. It sounds like she's doing everything she needs to protect her family. And luckily, I believe she can make a living anywhere. So as long as she's happy and safe, that's really all I care about.
She is a hero. America could be saved by a porn star. But this piece in USA Today, Dan, I mean, it really is the not funny, chilling side of it. Judge Merchan, Trump declared on Truth Social, is highly conflicted, running a kangaroo court. His Trump supporters swiftly replied to his post with a blitz of attacks on Merchan. Some of them turned ugly, called for Merchan and other judges to be killed. Treason is a hangable offense, one wrote. They should all be executed, added another. Trump has baselessly cast the judges and prosecutors in trials as corrupt puppets of the Biden administration bent on torpedoing his White House bid. The rhetoric is inspiring widespread calls for violence. Reuters documented more than 150 posts since March 1st that called for physical violence against the judges handling his cases. I mean... Yeah. We were saying Trump finally defended Kristi Noem and said she was just having a bad week.
Bad week.
Yeah. And maybe it was the ghostwriter's fault.
Yeah.
And also...
Squirrel.
Right, squirrel. Something else.
I think you win, though, because you're having a bad...
life.
Yes.
Yeah, and yet I've never shot a puppy in the face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Neither have I. And of course he's going to blame the ghostwriter. Trump's never written one of his own books. It's got to be someone else's responsibility.
Exactly.
But they answer the question every day, have they at long last no decency? No. They will defend anything. Rape, puppy shooting, you know. And by the way, this is just one last story, Dana, before you go, about how despicable the Republican Party has become because of him. Ben Carson, who, as we were saying, I don't agree with anything politically, but he, by all accounts, was a brilliant brain surgeon.
Right.
Right? So Donald Trump planted the story about him leaving a sponge in someone's brain.
Right.
All of these guys, right? Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, you name it. They're all, Trump anal suppositories, as I call them now, right? Even though,
absolutely.
Okay. So
as soon as Ben Carson wakes up, I think he should sue.
Yes. Wow. Sleepy and sleepier. That's that ticket.
I mean, Ben should go support him in court. Apparently, it's a wonderful place to take a nap.
Yeah.
It can't be that cold.
I know.
Well, they do say it's better for sleep to keep the temperature down. So
I'm sure it's warmer than an operating room.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's apparently a key shortlister for Trump's VP, running mate. So he thinks America.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not going to happen.
No, but
It's not going to happen.
He's so racist and sexist. He's just going to make it look like he's not by saying, "Oh, I might pick this black person or this lady."
Right.
Okay. He thinks America should crack down on how many people are allowed to have divorces. He wants to get rid of no-fault divorce laws. In earlier eras, divorce required a partner to prove misconduct by their spouse, such as domestic violence or infidelity. State judges rarely granted divorces, even in such cases, which led to millions of people, mostly women, of course, being trapped in dangerous or toxic environments. Dana, I just am like... every day we wake up in a different version of Handmaid's Tale.
We absolutely do. That whole thing is horrifying. Saying that you can't get a divorce if you're pregnant, regardless if you're being beaten. Give me a button because I want to tell them all to go F themselves. Like, that's insane.
But I mean, I always make this point about this is your small government party. In all 50 states, beginning in California in 1969, under legislation signed by Governor Ronald Reagan, it now has no-fault divorce laws, which allow any married couple to divorce simply by attesting to irreconcilable differences without the need to prove anything. But again, get out of our lives, our private lives, telling, gay people who they can love or marry, telling women what they can do with their bodies, whether they can get divorced. I mean, it's just, they've become the huge government party, right?
They have. Your dogs are barking on the truth, Steffi. Can you hear it?
Thank you. Mommy's preaching. Mommy's preaching. All right, where can we see you live next?
Actually, I've got a gala. I'm heading up to San Francisco today. I have a gala tomorrow. I'll have a gala in Los Angeles on Saturday. And then I'm going to be recording 2 live Daily Beans with Allison in July, Seattle and Portland. So you can check my website, danagoldberg.com. Follow me on Instagram, DG Comedy, and you can see the photos of my life.
Yes. I have done a live stage show with Allison for Mueller, She Wrote in San Francisco. It was a blast. You guys are going to
I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you guys are going to have a blast. Both so funny. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes,
right.
MSW
I love
Media.
You. Going to catch a flight.
Okay,
bye.
all right. Bye. Wow, bye.
Bye.
Okay.